Hi everyone. Today we will talk about cognitive theory of multimedia learning. After this course, you will have a general idea of cognitive theory of multimedia learning and then label the principles of this theory detailedly. Have you ever tried to understand the complex diagrams teacher has on presentation, listening to the teacher and try to understand him or her? Read the words on the presentation and take notes at the same time? It is really hard, right? Well, don't think yourself as stupid. According to Mayer, the creator of cognitive theory of multimedia learning, students learn better through using two types of sense only, visual and audio. Designing the lecture with the working of the human brain in mind is very important when it comes to effective learning. The central point of this theory is humans learn better from word, spoken or written, and graphics, video or images than words alone. This is called the multimedia principle. We learn by multimedia when our brains make mental representations from words and pictures. Now you can't random mix images and words and expect better learning. The pictures and words have to work together and harmonize. For example, a picture cannot be too complex, unrelated, or too simple. The cognitive theory of multimedia learning is a theory come up with by Richard E. Mayer, a psychological professor at Santa Barbara University in the United States. His goal is to help people learn by doing research into cognitive functions of learning and coming up with new ways to improve lessons. He won many awards in the psychology field and is named the #1 most productive educational psychologist in the world in contemporary educational psychology from UCSB website. There are three principles or assumptions of multimedia learning. Dual channel assumption, limited capacity assumption, and active processing assumption. These assumptions come from cognitive research of learning. We will talk about each separately. Cognitive research and Mayer agree that the parts of the brain managing visual and audio input, although working together, are separate. This is important because using multimedia theory, picture activates visual part of brain and the sounds or words activate audio part. Activation of both parts ends in good learning. Our brain's working memory is where we use to learn information. It has a limited capacity. According to Mayer, there are three types of processing: essential, extraneous, and generative. Mayer says that learning is a good thing when it reduces extraneous or used for unrelated processing and promotes generative processing. Information is like pieces of puzzles. Humans always try to put the pieces together. This is called active learning. Humans are active learners. For example, when telling students to compare and contrast two things, the student mind will automatically compare the two things among different topics, like compare school and work by comparing each against each when it comes to, for example, fun, money, or stress. This course mainly introduces the cognitive theory of multimedia learning and the three principles of this theory. Next class, we will talk about more relative theory of this theory. See you next class.